And then we here today with Tyler Perry and his
Yeah,
200.
the last one, my last story. So Tyler Perry, oh, is now being charged, not charged, sued by a gentleman. Let me pull up the TMZ article real quick.
His name Derek too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. All right. So this is from TMZ off the. Oh, hold on. TMZ. Hold on. They're gonna let me pull it up. All right, let's go to AP. Let's go to AJC. All right. So, an actor has filed a complaint against Tyler Perry, accusing the Atlanta media mogul of a sustained pattern of workplace harassment, assault, and retaliation. Derek Dixon, who was a regular on Perry's drama The Oval for multiple seasons, the complaint said he experienced escalating harassment, assault and battery, and professional retaliation when Mr. Dixon did not reciprocate Mr. Perry's unwanted advances. The 46-page complaint was filed in June 23rd in the Superior Court of California in Los Angeles. Dixon is currently a resident of Los Angeles after having lived in Atlanta for many years. He is seeking $260 million in damages. Perry's attorney, Matthew Boyd, responded to the lawsuit Tuesday in a written statement without addressing the details. This is an individual who got close to Tyler Perry for what not appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam. But Tyler will not be shaken down, and he is confident that these fabricated claims of harassment will fail. According to the complaint, Dixon met Perry when Dixon was working at a party in Atlanta when Perry was opening Tyler Perry Studios in 2019. Perry landed the would-be actor's small role on the show Ruthless, and they stayed in touch, and Dixon eventually pitching Perry his own pilot project. The lawsuit includes texts provided by Dixon allegedly between him and Perry, in which Dixon categorizes Perry's comments as flirting. Now, the lawsuit alleged that during a visit to Perry's Douglasville home in January 2020, Dixon drank too much. The complaint alleges Perry convinced him to stay in a guest room overnight. According to the complaint, he awoke to Perry touching him in a highly sexual and a suggestive manner. Dixon alleged he jumped out of the bed and told Perry he wasn't going to get him this. What he wasn't, I don't make sense, to get him to stop, which Perry did. The complaint said he ignored Perry's text until Perry offered him a regular role on The Oval. In more alleged texts included in the complaint, Perry talked about his desires to Dixon. Dixon tried to stay polite, fearing that his career would end if he outright rejected Perry, the complaint said. So he's got more. He's got some more. It says other allegations include another meeting in Perry's home in 2020, in which Dixon allegedly Perry's attempted to choke Dixon. Okay, somebody wrote this back. The filing also alleges that Perry groped Dixon's buttocks while on a trail on the set of the show. According to the complaint, the following year at Perry's home, while discussing the pilot project, Perry again groped Dixon, who de-escalated the situation by abruptly changing the subject. The complaint alleges Perry was inebriated during the events on set and at his home. After months of no contact, Dixon returned to the Oval, and Perry shot Dixon's pilot, which was not picked up by a network, the complaint said. The harassment Dixon alleged in the complaint continued. According to the complaint, in mid-2024, Perry offered Dixon a writing job, and instead Dixon filed a complaint with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission and quit his acting job on the Oval. So that's the official one. The TMZ one has the text messages and stuff like that in it, which is weird if you read those text messages because it feels like it's missing stuff in it. I don't know if you read them, where it feels like something was deleted in between, or if it's just.
Yeah, I think they just picked out
like the context of like how
nice picture. Yeah, the water does look calm. Nice picture. He said, great, amazing, awesome picture. He said, you don't see that thud in that nice picture. It was like, and then the other one was like, I can call you later or tomorrow sometime. He said, you really have a fresh voice and take on things. I don't know where this is going, but I laughed the entire time. I could see my world and the characters. My exclusive, something looks like it was redacted. Exclusivity ends in 30 days, and I want to take losing it out to Amazon or Netflix after that, engage their interest. But I also want to try to get you with the right people to help make these shows work. They're not for my audience, but we need to find a home for this stuff. I don't want to miss another. I said something Creek. I guess Schitt's Creek. Yep, Schitt's Creek. You know that Eugene bought that to me first, but I didn't get it. Amon gets here tomorrow, so he's got my full attention. I'll be trapped until the day after Christmas, so let's talk then. And then, so like there, it's not a continuous conversation, but it's just certain. So you could say that, okay, at parts we did talk business, but then there's these other parts where he's kind of coming on to me. So he said, this part where he says, I haven't been touched in months. He's like, oh, you mean touch? I thought you meant being around people. And he's like, Jacob. And he's like, I love that you only say that when I'm being stupid. I guess Jacob's dumb ass. I guess the Jacob's dumb ass version of me. And you know what I cooked, Derek? And he was like, spaghetti and cake. And he was like, I'm so drunk. I'm talking shit. So he's like, what is it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Have y'all found that yet in therapy? Yes, the exact kind of car, Geo Metro. Giving up my religious guilt, becoming a Buddhist. And he was like, unfortunately, Derek, I have friends who are in their 50s and 60s who are still dealing with that. It's so sad. You can have freedom from religious guilt and still be I guess hold on, but and still believe in Christ. What? So it's like just different parts of the conversation, like you said. So it's not ongoing. It seems like he kind of like changes the subject, or Tyler Perry is like, okay, I'm gonna say this and see how he responds, but then let me throw this in there to kind of distract him and see what he bites, like if he's taking the bait.
I mean, we gotta just let this one get processed out, right? We don't know.
This is craziness.
But I mean, the Boondocks kind of said this, didn't they?
They did. They said the things about BET too, which ended up being true.
Yeah, I mean,
so, I don't know. Like it's definitely interesting to see in this day and age of Me Too, and like we talk about people getting sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that with the Puffy case as well. And y'all are doing stuff that creates a paper trail where you incriminate yourself. Because it's one thing for somebody to be inebriated at your house. I'm not saying you gave somebody something extra, whatever. I didn't say that.
But why you hanging out with him like that? Or like messaging him like that? Like,
because you can deny those interactions, but now we got text messages. So
yeah, but they could say that those aren't. If he does have something where it's like that's not Tyler's number, or what if it's not registered to Tyler and he was using somebody else's phone? We don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, what they would likely do is what they would have to do is go in and pull the entire, because Sprint used to do this back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
You can pull text messages online. Like you can pull the call log.
I don't know if you could do that. Well, I know you can't. I don't think you could do it online no more.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm sure they can. If they get something subpoenaed, they'd have to.
Yeah, but depending on the phone service, I know that was Apple's big thing about violating their customer, agreement or whatever. So depending on what that was or what that is, they might not be able to.
Dang, if they can't. Wow, that must be interesting then. Like really interesting.
Yeah, because at this point, it is your word against my word, and then I got these text messages because it does have it where he sends this picture.
Now, thing is though, can you cross-reference that and find that picture somewhere else online of Tyler Perry?
Now that I don't know.
Sure, TMZ did a run on that first.
But they haven't always. It's been stuff where, so like we talk about the New York Post being sued by
right. Not doing due diligence and like searching to see if that pic even exists online somewhere else.
Yeah. But also, this sounds like stuff Tyler Perry would say.
Yeah,
you don't see that stud in that nice picture.
I can see it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can see it, but at the same time, I ain't gonna do that. I can see Homeboy being mad though too that he ain't getting no better roles and stuff, and that if he didn't pick up any of his stuff he was pitching.
But it wasn't like. But that was the thing. It's like, okay, it's one thing something doesn't get picked up by this network. He didn't say your shit was whack. He said it was good. He said Eugene Levy pitched that to him, which is also.
What do you mean?
Like Eugene pitched Schitt's Creek to Tyler Perry first.
You want to know why? He's got money. He's got money. That's why. You pitched to anybody.
No. I'm saying that, but like I don't see that. It will make sense that Tyler Perry did not get the humor or any understanding in Schitt's Creek.
Mm-hmm. But he was trying to get somebody with some bread to
back it.
It didn't matter who it was. It could have. I mean, I'm sure it couldn't be. I was going to say something crazy. Like it could have been David Duke. I'm not necessarily going to do that, but I'm just saying that.
I think I'm looking at it from the standpoint of, because I was like, how do they know each other? And Eugene Levy was in a Tyler Perry film.
That's right. He was in one of the Medea movies.
Witness Production.
Yes. So that's how.
So y'all, I ain't gonna be a shady bitch. I'll redact my statement.
About what? Which one?
I was gonna say how they even in this. Like, it's one thing, okay, because somebody is wealthy and they have money. And I was like, have they ever done anything? They wouldn't be in the same circle. But then shut me up, Google.
Like they've been working on some stuff. He was in a movie.
Shut me up, Google.
I knew he was up there. Since you said that, I was like, man, I think he was in a Tyler Perry joint. Or whatnot.
I don't know. We'll see what comes of this. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Because, like I said, it wasn't like he said I'm not gonna help you, but I think it was one of those things where maybe he was alluding to, because I didn't sleep with this person, he didn't follow through on his promises. So I think that's what he's alluding to.
Is that what you that's what you think? That it's like, yeah.
Absolutely.
And he's got to be better than that too. If this is all true.
Yeah. But like I said, you get that money and you think because you got money and a certain level of power that there are certain things that you are entitled to.
Or you get too comfortable with certain people too. It could be that like, I thought he cool, man. We didn't kicked it. It was all good.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm sure, men happen with men and women all the time like that. So why couldn't it happen?
Hey y'all, if you like what you see here on Everyone Needs an Aquarius, be sure to hit that button right there. It'll take you to more clips, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share our podcast. See you back next time.